I straightened my hair last night, so it like looks decent. Good morning and happy Saturday. Today, one of my friends is coming in town because she's going to the Taylor Swift concert. She's gonna stay with me tonight. She is currently on the train on her way here. We're gonna go get brunch and have fun before she goes to the concert. Okay, loving the hair. Loving the hair. That's the key. I just need to straighten it every now and then it's fine. We figured it out. I don't like straightening my hair, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I've just spent like a good 20 minutes trying to figure out how the whole CTA system works because I want to make sure that she gets here and she ends up at the right spot. I think I figured it out. I also woke up a little bit later than I usually do. Hang on, sorry, I just wanted to put a shirt on. Woke up a little bit later than I usually do. I think I woke up around like 8:20, literally 9 o'clock right now. It's time to go up to the rooftop and do our journaling for the morning. Also 71 degrees outside and it is hot in here. Dang, that's 79 degrees in here. I don't know how true that is, but that does not sound fun to me. I need to fill up my water. I also need to clean a little bit more before she gets here. I cleaned quite a bit yesterday, but I just need to do a couple of touch-ups. I, in fact, did not do dishes last night. Anyway, let's go upstairs. Of course, the sirens are going. It feels cooler out here than it does in my apartment, and that's kind of saying something. Today is a packed full day, kind of. All right, I'll talk after I journal. Sydney got here, we got us in the baker. We're just kind of looking at all the pastries and everything they have. They have a coffee macaroon pack. I feel like I need to try this. I got the acai bowl, she got a turkey egg croissant thing? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. But look at this. Those all look so
I want that right there.
And I love the vibe of this place. It's so cute. The color they got going on is like a Tiffany blue. I'm obsessed. Look at the cakes they have.
That's huge. Oh my god.
I told you the sweets here are insane. This is my acai bowl. Also the light, fantastic. That's the croissant. I'm so excited for this. Let's try it. So it's topped with granola, I believe coconut flakes, chia seeds, flaxseed, fruit. Cheers. It's very good. I would say it's a little bit too many toppings. I would say overall 7 out of 10. I've had better acai bowls before, but this one is really good. And it's really hitting the spot right now because of how hot it is outside. I will definitely need to be trying some other things from here. And I also think that they're more known for like their coffee rather than their food. All right, I'm gonna eat now. Here's some of the merch that they have and I'm absolutely obsessed. I want this so bad. These are the little iced coffee glasses that they use in the actual restaurant and I really want some like that. And the sign, very pretty. Whenever I get my Keurig all set up and stuff, I do want to try like different blends from different places. I think that would be fun. Loving the like Tiffany blue vibe that they've got going. This place it's adorable. I'm obsessed. It's that time of day again. Pulling out the walking pad. Having a hard time sitting still. I need to move my body a little more today. Okay, so I will be walking while I'm talking. I should probably pause the music so that I can understand what I'm saying. Anyway, hi. Good morning, kind of. What time is it? It's like 11, I think. A little after 11. I've been working. It's a Monday. It's June 5th. I woke up in a really good mood today, and so I thought that I should vlog. Usually the vlogs turn out good whenever I'm in a good mood. This morning, I created a logo for a new social media series thing, and I'm working on the branding for that. I also reviewed some of our analytics, and I reviewed kind of our strategy for social media because, you know, sometimes that needs to be updated. You can create a social media strategy, but it's good to go back and double check on it every couple of months to make sure that it's still working. And there's some things that I just can't figure out. I also did a little bit of research on that. And then I was also trying to think about what the next few months of content are gonna look like because I've got some ideas. A lot of those ideas though, I'm kind of just waiting on other people to respond to me so that they can give me their points of view on it so then I can start creating content around it. Lots going on. I also have a case study that I need to finish writing. I don't want the hair up. I don't know why I did that. I think I just needed to do something with my hands. I'm also looking a little bit into the website and kind of updating that. I don't know if I'm going to take time to do that today though. What else do I have on here? I have some other content to go through. I got some like videos last time that I was in St. Louis and I need to go through those and then I need to take those, create a video or like a video idea around them and kind of send that off for approval. And then I also need to revise another video that I did. It's a whole thing. So I got a busy day ahead of us. Right now I'm going to go into research and content batching in a way. I'm not creating the content quite yet, but I'm getting the topics for the content, if that makes any sense. I think I'm gonna research for about 30 minutes, then I'm gonna take a break, like a 5-minute break. Then I'm gonna go back into the case study, probably work on that till about 12. We'll see how we're feeling. I might walk over to Phil and then go finish my work day there. I'm not too sure. I just take things like hour by hour here. I did in fact have the Lululemon Define jacket on earlier and I changed into a sweatshirt because it's more comfortable. I did a TikTok get ready with me this morning where I said I would literally change into a sweatshirt in probably like an hour. That did in fact end up happening. Got a lot to get done. Let's do it. I'll update in a little bit. threw on the Lululemon top again just to look decent whenever I go out in public, but I'm definitely gonna throw that sweatshirt back on whenever I get back. I'm gonna go to Dunkin', grab a coffee, and then I'm gonna come back. I don't think that I need to go like to a completely different location. I'm doing fine here. I just kind of want a brain break, and Dunkin' is like 3 minutes away from me. I have been craving Dunkin' coffee lately. It's been bad. I got it the other day and it was like the best thing ever. I'm not even really getting ready for this. Like, I'm keeping the Apple Watch on my ankle. I don't care. I love this top. I just don't wear it too often because there's a lot of times where I don't feel confident enough to wear it, but you know, whatever. Let's go. Thank you. Alrighty, taste test. Yeah, this is what I need. I already changed back. We knew that this was gonna happen. I got my latte. So happy about this. It's 12:09 now. It's time to get back to work. I'm going to force myself to finish this case study today. It's almost done. That's what I need to work on right now. Research is done. Oh, I can mark that off my Notion. Finish case study. It's the next thing on my to-do list. We've got this. We can do this. Case studies just stress me out because I overthink them so much. Oh, the case study is done. It's done. We're done. It is now almost 2 o'clock. We're done with the case study. Did I go through it 17 times? Absolutely. Why do I always 17? What is up with that number? I don't know why I always say 17. Went through it a bunch of times, edited what I could. All right, what is next? Now is the content creation portion of the day. We have to go through video. You know what? I'm gonna switch these. I'm gonna revise the video that's already created because I know exactly what I need to do for that. Then we're gonna get into the creative stuff. I had lunch-ish. I saw Emma Chamberlain talk about how she never plates a full meal. I don't know if she still does this or not. I think she just had roasted vegetables. And she was like, I'll just eat this and then I'll go in the fridge and find something else to eat. Like, I'll never plate a full meal. I'm like, that's me. If I'm still hungry, I'll go and grab like a cutie or something. But I had some of those, the chicken shoo mai, I think is how you say it. I had some of those are from Trader Joe's. I had a couple of cutie and then I like snacked on a rice cake. I don't know. That's what I was feeling, and now we're moving on. I'll come back when I'm doing something more interesting. It's 5:43. You know what time it is. It's time to edit. We're editing. We've got everything set up. I need to take my Apple Watch off my ankle. I'm using the walking pad, so I just put it on my ankle. Sometimes I'll forget that it's there, and then I'll sit on the couch with it on there, and then 30 minutes later, my ankle will be hurting, and then I'll forget why. I'm only at 6,500 steps for the day, and like, yeah, I could use the walking pad, but I don't really want to do that while editing. I've thought about like using the walking pad while editing, but whenever I edit, there's so many like meticulous parts. If I were to use the walking pad with it, it would take me just that much longer. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you've ever used a walking pad before, like, I can type, right? If I'm walking and then I'm like constantly moving my finger back and forth on the timeline, trying to get like specific parts, it just takes a lot longer. Sometimes it could annoy me. I don't think that this is gonna happen. My goal was to get this video up by tomorrow, but this video that I'm editing right now is like multiple days in one. Some of the parts I don't like, completely cutting out whole videos, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not like the best vlog that I've ever done, but there are some parts that I want to keep in it, so I'm like condensing a whole bunch of days together just to make it like a decent video. There's a lot that goes into one video. It sometimes exhausts me, but I might for a break go on a walk or something later. Ignore the hair. I'm leaving it like this. It doesn't look the cutest, but who really cares because I'm sitting here editing. As of right now, we've got Libby Christensen on the TV. She's gonna be playing in the background. I always love having YouTube on in the background because it just inspires me while I'm editing. Sorry, I know I haven't recorded much today, but I'm busy with a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna try my hardest to like get this vlog up tomorrow. That's my goal. My problem is that I'm not even done with the rough cut yet. I'm almost done, I think, and it's already 5:45. I don't know if that's possible. I might get like sucked into editing and just be up until like midnight. Who really knows? I got this question the other day. It was like, how do you manage your time around content creation? Because obviously content creation is a lot of work. You just have to think of your life as content. That is the best answer that I can give for that. And I could do a full video on that, different tips and tricks, but you also have to realize I have been doing this since I was 11 years old. Like, I have learned so many tips and tricks. A video that takes me like 10 hours to edit, if you were to edit it like how I edit them, it might take you 20, and that's just because you're a beginner and you haven't worked with Final Cut as much as I have, or whatever it may be. Not only have I just been doing this for myself since I was 11, but my job is a lot of this, so I do this constantly all day, every day. Right now I'm in a stage where I'm growing. Because I'm growing, I have to be consistent all of the time, which means that I'm constantly working on it. And I will say, if you don't have a passion for content creation and you don't like doing it, you're just not gonna learn how to manage your time around it. For me personally, it's a lot. I don't really have much of a social life, as you guys know. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this in. I'm hoping that eventually this will turn into my job, and once that's my job, then it'll become a lot more interesting. But as of right now, because I do have a full-time job and I have other things that I need to do for myself, like life stuff, you have to think of your life as content, so that you're killing two birds with one stone. You're creating content, but you're still being productive. That's why people do work days in my life. That's why people do get ready with me. You're gonna get ready for the day anyway. Why not just record it? It's gonna take you a little bit more time to like record and edit, but once you figure out how long it takes you to record and edit all of that, then you can manage your time around that. Everybody has a different system. I could do like a whole separate video on that, but it's a lot, and you would sacrifice a lot. A lot of your time would go to it. You guys have seen in my videos, every night I'm editing. I vlog when I can. It doesn't matter what I'm doing that day. I will figure out a way to make it interesting. Anyways, time to edit. I gotta edit. I gotta get to editing. I've been talking for way too long. I have decided to go on a walk to take a break. I threw on this like turtleneck shirt. It's like half sleeve, so I like it a little bit better than short sleeve. And then I have slacks on. I talked about this on TikTok, but I think that slacks are actually what's gonna get me through summer because I don't like shorts. I can never find shorts that I like. I've been going over near One Chicago a lot recently, and if you guys know, One Chicago is like my dream apartment complex in Chicago. Like whenever I go to Phil, I go to One Chicago. I went to Foxtrot yesterday over by One Chicago. I was editing. Shocker. I think I'm just gonna take a little walk over to One Chicago. I love seeing that building. It's already 7:30, but I think that it'll be good to get out of my apartment. I'd like to move around a little bit more today. I think I just need to move around a little bit more today. My back was starting to hurt. Being near One Chicago, it kind of just reminds me like why I work so hard. It motivates me. I want to be there. I want to be there within the next year, and I'm really hoping that that's possible. And I just love seeing it. I've also been taking like different routes to get there just to explore other little streets. Let's go on our little walk. I have my AirPod in already and we're ready. Today I've been obsessed with the song 315 by Russ. I posted a TikTok to it yesterday and I can't stop listening to it now. I always forget how much just walking around helps. Getting out of the apartment, looking around, being around people. I always forget how much it helps until I do it. And I go on a walk like once a day. It's crazy. One Chicago is right there. So beautiful out here. Perfect walking weather. And it's not windy. I'm gonna live there. I don't care what anybody says. It's either gonna be that or New York next. Like that building is just so pretty. I love it because that looks sick. It's like on a rotator. I don't know if you can see that. Friends Sushi. Need to try that. Taking a different way home than I ever have before. Kind of like the long way. I just want to see what's around. That restaurant looks so pretty. Alpana, I don't know. We have Cafe Sophie, and then we have Tempo Cafe. I want to try both of those. I'm mostly just recording that so that I can remember that they're around here. Also, the buildings around here are just, they're just so pretty. It would be kind of sick to live there because then Starbucks is like right there, you know? The Starbucks is closest to me, maybe 500 feet because there's a Starbucks on every corner around here. Now I'm at the point with it where I think I'd rather have Phil's downstairs, and Phil's is downstairs in One Chicago. It looked a little weird there for a minute before I started recording. I'm not extremely hungry, but I just know that I should eat something. It's already 8:12 and I really have not eaten that much today. I made the rest of the chicken shumai things that I have. I never eat like a full box of these. I always eat like a few at a time. They last me a really long time that way too. But anyway, that walk was very much needed for many different reasons. Focus. What are we doing here? I know that this might sound stupid, but it really does work. Walking over there and seeing that building. Being in that environment, like right now, I feel out of place just because the people that do live there are very higher end people and I'm not quite there yet. I know that that's me deep down, but like I can't afford to live that lifestyle, okay? It reminds me like why I'm doing what I'm doing. It reminds me what I'm working for. And honestly, traveling around that area, going in the area that I've never been before and kind of exploring that little place, it was so cute. There were so many cool little places over there and I had never been over there. And then like, it's also so cool whenever you walk around somewhere and you just kind of aimlessly go and then you see where everything connects. Like I ended up on Rush Street and I was like, oh, I didn't know that this is where that led to because I had never gone that direction. I've been on Rush Street before, like I knew where I was. And then you find all these cool things that like you never knew were over there. Different spas, different shops. Like I found this really cute flower shop. I think it was yesterday. Whenever I went to Foxtrot, there's like a flower shop or something on my way there. I think it's actually like really close by Foxtrot. And I know I have passed by it before, but I had never like paid attention, so I didn't know it was actually there. Do you know what I'm saying? Then I think back to like a year ago. Oh my God, a year ago today. Okay, let me just for fun, because I know a year ago today me, I was doing horribly. I was in such a bad spot. This was June 7th. I was really alone in life and I didn't know who to talk to. And I was sitting in my car outside of my job just crying. And I would make like little video journals because I didn't know what else to do with myself. Oh God, I gotta respond to people. Hang on, I just have to do this really quick. So I didn't know who to talk to and I was just sitting in my car crying. I felt so lost. There was just so much that happened all at one time. I was heartbroken, starting a new career. I was starting school again. I had just moved. My entire life, everything that I knew flipped upside down. That started in like May. May was like the beginning of my downfall last year, I guess. And then it lasted until like, I would say October. October got a little bit better. My anxiety and stress were through the roof. November is whenever I really started to pick myself back up. Throughout that time, I've learned so much about myself. To get myself out of that, the amount of work that I had to put in and the amount of nights that I just had to sit and cry with my emotions to actually work through them, to understand why I was feeling the way I was feeling. Insane. And now I'm just like, I'm in Chicago. If you told me a year ago today that I would be in Chicago this time next year, she would have never believed you. A year ago today, me didn't think that she would make it to this year. And that's the truth of it. I've worked my ass off. Nothing has been easy. I've never told my life story on here. I know that I've talked a little bit about my trauma because there's just sometimes when I feel the need to bring it up just for context. Like I don't go into detail about it or anything. I've been through so much in life and and I haven't even talked about half of it. I try not to hold myself like I have trauma. Honestly, I've had a lot of people that think that I come from like daddy's money or something. Nope, everything I have, I got. I didn't mean for this to turn into like a whole sit down and get sappy. I'm not even really sappy. I'm just saying, like, I'm just kind of in awe of the fact. Like a year ago today, I was dreaming about the idea of One Chicago, and now I can just like walk down the street and it's right there. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. I had always dreamed of going to New York, and I was able to go to New York like a few months ago, which I'm gonna say, I love Chicago, I really do, but New York is my place. And I'll get there one day. I just need to be better about giving myself credit. I'm so hard on myself all the time, and that's never gonna go away. As many times as I've tried to like be easy on myself, I can't do it. And I think that it's because my mom's not here anymore. This is getting really deep, but I think that I'm so hard on myself because my mom was actually really hard on me for many different reasons. I'm not gonna get into all of that. I know that she meant the best, but she was really hard on me, and then whenever she left, I didn't have anybody to kind of push me, so I had to learn how to be hard on myself. And so now I've just kind of gotten in the habit of holding myself to extremely high standards, expecting a lot out of myself. And because I expect so much from myself, I never sit back and actually give myself credit for what I've been through. In my head, I should have been in Chicago 3 years ago. I forget that I'm 21 all the time. I forget that I'm only 20. I just turned 21. I forget that all the time. I literally think that I'm like halfway through my life. I don't have a problem talking about like what I've been through and stuff. I'm actually really good with that. I don't know how much people actually care, but my story and the message that I want to spread through it is one of the biggest reasons that I've always wanted an audience, and I felt like social media was a great way to grow that audience. And I'm not just talking about like a oh whoa me, like I've always wanted to spread the message of, I've always wanted to educate people on like alcoholism and addiction, bring awareness to things like that. Yeah, I do social media because it's fun, but I also have like a reason behind it. Anyway, I've been recording for 11 minutes. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna keep in, but I'm gonna keep eating. After I eat, I need to like clean and kind of do my nightly reset, and then after the nightly reset, I'm probably gonna keep editing. What else is new? Hi, I'm gonna take the hair down just for this. I'm editing, and oh my god, the mess behind me. Don't look at it. I really have not left this apartment at all today. I still need to clean. We're not talking about that right now. I didn't end this video. I just wanted to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.